You guys earlier mentioned also nature as a piece. I know, Krista, I was just looking at you you had something going for a walk, or it was just so pretty by the water. But what's the role of getting ourselves in nature? Because I feel like everyone now, it's like, go for a walk, like get your natural vitamin D. What's beyond that? Because there's definitely a spiritual thing, right? I think there's something so sacred about being amongst trees or by water. For me, water is so healing. So
Mm.
what do you notice there?
Nature is literally life, like the rest is just details. And I think the more on my spiritual path that I realized that like all things come back to nature, all things come back to meditation, all things come back to quiet. And when we think about our organic reality, which is the plants, the trees, the water, and we think about our inorganic reality, which is, social media, buildings, cars, all these things, it's like, what makes us feel good? What brings us peace? More so our organic reality versus our inorganic reality. And I'm someone that living in California has been such a dream. I was in Chicago and New York City before, and it's been so beautiful. But as I become closer to like God, the closer I want to come to nature, because God exists in plants, God exists in trees, and He exists in all of us. But it's like that really beautiful experience of looking at a flower and you're like, what the heck? How does this exist? This perfectly shaped sacred geometry existence that grew up out of the ground in this weird circumstance between the crack of this street, and still brings so much beauty into the world. And I think when I find myself in nature more, I feel better about my body. I feel better about my relationships. I feel more spiritual. And I can tell if I've like been around the computer too much or been inside too much or haven't got outside. The effects of working out are increased when you're in the sun. The effects of your happiness are better when we're outside. We feel less stressed. We feel less inflamed. We feel a deeper sense of peace. It has so many health benefits too